Next, vector equation of line. Vector equation of a line, three-dimensional line. So let us take this theorem or result. I will give you the vector equation of line as a theorem. The equation of line through the point A bar and parallel to the vector B bar is or bar equal to vector equation. The vector equation of line through the point A whose position vector is A bar and parallel to the vector B bar is R bar equal to A bar plus TB bar, where TB is scalar. B a scalar. The vector equation of the line through the point whose position vector is A bar and parallel to the vector B bar is R bar equal to A bar plus TB bar. R bar be a general point on the R bar be the position vector of the general point on the line, where R bar is, and of course R bar is xi plus yj plus zk, the general position vector of general point on the line. Okay. So this is the equation of vector equation of line through the point A and parallel to the vector B bar. Now proof. Let us consider a line that passes through A and parallel to the vector B bar. B bar is a vector. The line is parallel to that one and passes through the fixed point. Let O be the point origin. This is A bar. Now to get that equation of the line which is parallel to this one and passing through this point, let us consider a point P, a general point P, whose position vector is R bar. So let us take a general point. General point means you can take anywhere except this one, you can take anywhere on the line. Let us take a general point on P R bar, the position vector of P is R bar on the required line. Required line. Required line. Okay. Since the line is passing through A, passing through A bar. A lies on the line and P also lies on the line. Since the line is passing through A, here both points A comma P lies on the line. Required line. Both the points, one is the considered point, general point, and another one is a fixed point. Both AP lies on the line. So AP bar is a vector along the line. Along the line. AP bar is a vector along the line. But given B bar is parallel to the line, hence B bar is parallel to AP bar, because AP is along the line and B bar is parallel to that line, hence AB bar is parallel to B bar. Therefore, AP bar may be written as some scalar into B bar, where T be a scalar. Certainly there exists a scalar, T, such that AP bar equal to TB bar once they are parallel. Therefore, OP bar minus OA bar equal to TB bar. Therefore, R bar minus A bar equal to TB bar. Hence, R bar equal to A bar plus TB. A bar plus TB bar gives us vector equation of line. Vector equation of the line through A bar, the point A bar, and parallel to B bar. Line through fixed point A bar, whose position vector is A bar, and parallel to the vector B bar. That is the vector equation, because all such general points on the line satisfies that equation. Hence, it is the equation of the line, which is in vector form. Hence, it is the vector equation of the line through that point, fixed point A bar, and parallel to the vector B bar. This is vector equation of the line. Now, to get the Cartesian form of this line. So, Cartesian form of this line. Cartesian form of such line is, let A bar is considered as a point A1, A2, A3, and vector B bar is B1I plus B2j plus B3k. Then here R bar is always the general point xi plus yj plus zk. Therefore, R bar minus A bar equal to TB bar implied. R bar minus A bar. R bar minus A bar is x minus A1 I plus y minus A2j plus z minus A3k equal to T into B1I plus B2j plus B3k. Comparing ijk components, we get that implies and imply, of course. X minus A1 by B1 is y minus A2 by B2 equal to z minus A3 by B3 equal to T. All are equal to T. This is called the Cartesian form of the line R bar equal to A bar plus TB bar, where the point A is A1, A2, A3. The vector parallel to that line is B1I plus B2j plus B3k. This is the Cartesian form. This is the Cartesian form of the line that passes through the point A1, A2, A3 and parallel to the vector or parallel to the line or vector B1I plus B2j plus B3k. So therefore Cartesian form of line through the point A, the fixed point A1, A2, A3 and parallel to vector, parallel to the line having direction ratios otherwise, parallel to vector or line having DRs B1, B2, B3 one and the same. B1i plus B2j plus B3k is line having DRs B1, B2, B3 or the vector parallel to the vector B1i plus B2j plus B3k is x minus a1 by b1, y minus a2 by b2, z minus a3 by b3. Okay, this is the Cartesian form of the line, whereas this is the vector form of the line. So you can evaluate the vector equation of the line as well as the Cartesian form of the line through the given fixed point and parallel to the line whose direction ratios are b1, b2, b3. Next problem. Find vector equation of line through fixed points A bar, B bar, and then find its Cartesian form also, and then find its Cartesian form. Here two fixed points on the line are given. In such case, the equation of the vector equation of the line as well as Cartesian form of the line. Let us suppose A bar be the position vector of a fixed point on the required line, and B bar is a fixed point, another fixed point on the line. Let us consider P or bar be a general point, a variable point. So this is A bar, this is R bar, this is of course B bar, the required line equation. So given OA bar equal to A bar, OB bar equal to B bar, B position vectors of fixed points on required line. Let P or bar be a variable point or general point, on the required line. Clearly A, P, B. So therefore, A lies on the line, P lies on the line, B lies on the line. Hence, these three are collinear. A, B are fixed points on the line, given fixed points, and P is the variable point on the line. So hence A, P, B are collinear. Once A, P, B are collinear, A, P bar is parallel to A, B bar. The vector A, P is parallel to A, B bar itself. So A, P bar may be written as some scalar into A, B bar. Okay, where T be a scalar. Once they are parallel, certainly there exists such scalar, B a scalar. Whatever may be the scalar that exists, A, P bar must be scalar multiple of A, B bar. So therefore, OP bar minus OA bar equal to T into OB bar minus OA bar. In terms of the position vectors, AP bar and AB bar may be written like that. So R bar minus A bar equal to twice to the top T into B bar minus A bar. So R bar equal to A bar plus T into B bar minus A bar, or R bar equal to, collecting A bar terms, 1 minus T into A bar plus T B bar. where T be a scalar. Any scalar. One such scalar exists. It gives us the vector equation of line through A bar, B bar, which is different from previous one. Here two fixed points are given on the line, but whereas in previous one the line is passing through a fixed point and parallel to that certain vector. Instead of that, here two fixed points on the line, required line, are given. In such case, the vector equation of the line is r bar equal to a bar plus t into b bar minus a bar, or it may be written as r bar equal to 1 minus t into a bar plus tb bar. So these two are the vector equations of the lines in different conditions. One is the vector equation of the line through fixed point and parallel to given vector, that is r bar equal to a bar plus tb bar. In another case, once the line is passing through two fixed points having position vectors a bar and b bar, then its equation is r bar equal to 1 minus t into a bar plus tb bar, where t be a scalar in both the cases. So need not be equal here. In this case, t may takes the value certain 2, in this case it may takes the value 5, like that. This is some scalar, that such scalar exists in both the cases. So this is the vector equation of the line. In this case, the Cartesian form. So Cartesian form of this case, Cartesian form of the line is, let A is x1, y1, z1, B is x2, y2, z, and let P is x, y, z, the general point. So line through A comma B is, the Cartesian form is r bar minus a bar, r bar minus a bar equal to t into b bar minus a bar. From that one, x minus x1 by x2 minus x1 equal to y minus y1 by y2 minus y1 equal to z minus z1 by z2 minus z1, x2 minus x1 I, y2 minus y1 j, z2 minus z1 k gives us b bar minus a bar, otherwise a b bar. X minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1 gives us the components of a p bar. These components are proportional. So based on that, the equation of Cartesian equation of the line through x1, y1, z1 and x2, y2, z2 is x minus x1 by x2 minus x1, y minus y1 by y2 minus y1, z minus z1 by z2 minus z1. This is the Cartesian form of the line, that is the vector form of the same line. So you can write in either vector form or Cartesian form. That means once the points are given and equation of the line may be evaluated in three-dimensional way, you can write like this. In vectorial form, it is the same line is either you can express in this form or in this form or in this form. These three forms are same, represents the same line. Next points. If r bar equal to a bar plus tb bar and r bar equal to c bar plus sd bar represents two lines This is the line that passes through the point A bar, fixed point A bar, and parallel to the vector B bar. This is the line passes through the fixed point C bar and parallel to the vector D bar. Represents two lines. Then first one. B bar dot D bar is 0, implies and implied. This is a vector parallel to this line. This is the vector parallel to this line. The dot product of these two vectors is 0. Then the lines are perpendicular. Lines are perpendicular. Condition for perpendicularity of the lines. R bar equal to A bar plus TB bar and R bar equal to C bar plus SD bar is B dot D is 0. B bar cross C bar is 0 bar, implies and implied. Lines are parallel. The condition for the given two lines to be parallel is B cross D is 0 bar. Box A bar minus C bar B bar D bar is 0, implies and implied. The two lines are coplanar. The lines are coplanar. The lines are coplanar. Condition for coplanarity of the given two lines. Box A bar minus C bar B bar D bar is 0. Okay. The condition for coplanarity of the two lines. This is also condition for the lines to be intersecting, or intersecting lines in three-dimensional geometry. Intersecting lines are always coplanar. Okay. The lines are intersecting. Okay. A bar minus B bar, B bar D bar is not equal to 0, implies and implied. The lines are non-intersecting. Okay. The box value is A bar minus C bar B bar D bar is not equal to 0, then the lines are non-intersecting. And fifth condition is A bar minus C bar B bar D bar is not equal to 0. Besides that, B cross D is also not equal to 0 bar. Then that implies and implied, of course, the lines are skew lines. Skew lines means non-intersecting, non-coplanar lines. Non-intersecting, non-coplanar lines. That is non-intersecting, non-coplanar lines. Coplanar lines. They are not coplanar as well as non-intersecting. Like this. They are non-intersecting but non-coplanar. You cannot be able to find a plane through that lines. So non-coplanar, non-intersecting lines. Non-coplanar, non-intersecting lines are said to be skew lines. Now the shortest distance between these skew lines. This point is very important point. Very important. The shortest distance. The shortest distance between the skew lines. Once they represent the skew lines, the shortest distance, that is SD equal to box A bar minus C bar B bar D bar by modulus of B cross D. Of course, totally modulus. the shortest distance is be given by modulus of A bar minus C bar B bar D bar by modulus of B cross D. This is not equal to 0, this is not equal to 0. Hence, non-intersecting, non-coplanar lines. In such case, they are skew lines. The shortest distance between these skew lines is given by modulus of A bar minus C bar B bar D bar by modulus of B bar cross D bar. Okay. These are the very important points related to these lines. The lines are given in their Cartesian form, in their vector form. Similarly, the same conditions we can evaluate in case of Cartesian form. Next point. If L1 is x minus x1 by L1 equal to y minus y1 by M1 z minus z1 by N1, and L2 is x minus x2 by L2, y minus y2 by M2, z minus z2 by N2 be the given two lines in their Cartesian form. If L1 and L2 are two given lines, where L1 is the line that passes through the point x1, y1, z1, and parallel to the directions L1, M1, N1. That means parallel to the vector L1i plus M1j plus N1k. So the direction, here the direction cosines of the direction cosines or direction ratios, you can take direction ratios also here. Direction ratios of line L1 or L1, M1, N1. Direction ratios of L2 or L2, M2, N2. So here either DRs or DCs. That is line passing through point x1, y1, z1 having DRs or DCs, within the brackets DCs, L1, M1, N1. This is the line passing through the point x2, y2, z2 having DRs or DCs, L2, M2, M2. Okay. Once these two lines are given lines, then L1 is perpendicular to L2. Then line L1 is perpendicular to L2. Implies and implied. The condition for perpendicularity of the two lines is L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 is 0. The condition for perpendicularity of the lines is, since their direction ratios are L1 M1 N1, L2 M2 N2, based on the direction ratios of the lines L1 L2 plus M1 N2 plus N1 N2 equal to 0. Either direction ratios or direction cosines, the condition is same. L1 is parallel to L2, implies and implied. Either direction cosines or direction ratios are proportional. So L1 by L2 equal to M1 by N2 equal to N1 by N2. L1 is, once L1 is parallel to L2, then the direction ratios or cosines of the lines are in proportional. Hence L1 by L2 equal to M1 by M2 equal to N1 by N2. The angle between L1 and L2, this is also important. Equal to, otherwise equal to. The angle between L1 and L2 is given by the angle between the vectors parallel to the lines. The vectors parallel to the lines are L1I plus M1J plus N1K by L2I plus M2J plus N2K. So that is cos inverse of L1I plus M1J plus N1K dot L2I plus M2J plus N2K. These two are the vectors parallel to the lines by their magnitudes. By their magnitudes. A bar dot B bar by mod A bar mod B bar formula. The angle between two lines formula. Or angle between two vectors formula. Because these two vectors are along the lines. So that is given by L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 by square root of L1 square plus M1 square plus N1 square into L2 square plus M2 square plus N2 square. Once these are DCs, L1 M1 N1 L2 L2 M2 N2 be the DCs of the lines, then L1 square plus M1 square plus N1 square becomes 1, and this is also becomes 1. In such case, once they are DCs, the angle is cos inverse of L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2. The angle between the two lines given by these equations are cos inverse of L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 by square root of L1 square plus M1 square plus N1 square into L2 square plus M2 square plus N2 square. In case of direction cosines, these two are equal to 1. Hence, in such case, cos inverse of L1 L2 M1 M2 plus N1 N2 be the angle between the lines, provided that L1 M1 N1 L2 M2 N2 be direction cosines. Next point. Once this angle is 90, cos 90 is 0. Hence L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 is 0. To get sin inverse of the angle between the lines, sin inverse in terms of sine value, we have to take cross here, cross with the modulus. Okay. Or the same L1 L2 based on the cross product. The angle between L1 and L2 based on the cross product is sin inverse of modulus of L1I plus M1J plus N1K cross L2I plus M2J plus N2K with modulus by individual modulus. Modulus of L1 plus M1J plus N1K. Modulus of L2I plus M2J plus N2K. Based on the cross product, the angle between the two lines is obtained by sin inverse of, this is sin inverse of modulus. This modulus value is given by M1 N2 minus M2 N1 whole square plus next N2 this is N1 N2 L1, so this is M1 L1 M1 N1 L2 M2 N2. So this one, and then product L1 N2 with negative sign, of course. So L2 N1 minus L1 N2 whole square plus next one L1 M2 minus L2 M1 whole square, taking just cross product, by the square root of L1 square plus M1 square plus N1 square into L2 square plus M2 square plus N2 square. This is the angle between two lines in terms of sine value. So based on dot product we get cos, based on cross product we get sine. This is the angle between the two lines. Next, fourth one. Condition for coplanarity. Lines L1 L2 is condition for coplanarity of L1 and L2 is here determinant of x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, L1 M1 N1, L2 M2 N2 is 0. In case of vector form, box A bar minus C bar, B bar, D bar. Here B bar is L1I plus M1J plus N1K. This is L2I plus M2J plus N2K. A bar is the point, position vector of the point x1, y1, z1. C bar is the position vector of the point x2, y2, z2. So x2 minus x1 or x1 minus x2. y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, L1 M1 N1, L2 M2 M2. The determinant must be 0 because box value gives us the determinant. That is condition for coplanarity of L1 and L2, or that is condition for the two lines to intersect each other. The condition for, of course, non-parallel lines to intersect. Condition for L1, L2, non-parallel lines to intersect each other. In three-dimensional geometry, intersecting lines are always coplanar. Once they are non-parallel, L1 and L2 are non-parallel. In such case, they are intersecting lines. Once they are intersecting lines, in three-dimensional geometry, intersecting lines are always coplanar. This is the condition for coplanarity of the lines. Similarly, if L1 comma L2 be skew lines means non-intersecting, non-coplanar lines, then shortest distance between L1 comma L2 is equal to determinant of x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1 by, this is determinant of x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, L1 M1 N1, L2 M2 N2 by square root of m2 m1 n2 minus m2 n1 whole square plus L2 n1 L1 n2 whole square plus L1 m2 minus L2 m1 whole square with modulus, of course, with modulus. This tends not to be negative, hence we have to take modulus. So shortest distance between the two given lines in their Cartesian form once they represents the skew lines. Skew lines means non-intersecting, non-coplanar lines. Once they are non-coplanar, not equal. Once they are non-intersecting lines, they are said to be skew lines. So hence the shortest distance between the two lines is obtained by the formula. Just this determinant is box A bar minus C bar B bar D bar in vector form by this is modulus of B bar cross D bar with modulus gives us shortest distance. In case of R bar equal to A bar plus TB bar, R bar equal to C bar plus SD bar be the lines, then shortest distance formula. Changing that one to the Cartesian form, we get this formula. Next point. Okay. Next, L1 by M1, L1 by L2, M1 by M2, N1 by N2, that is L1 is parallel to L2. Then distance between the parallel lines, L1 and L2. If two lines are parallel, then the distance, perpendicular distance. This is L1, of course this is L2. The parallel vector along this one is suppose B bar. This parallel vector is also B bar. These two are proportional. These two are proportional. And a point lies on L1 is A bar and the point lies on L2 is C bar. That means this is x1, y1, z1, this is x2, y2, z2. Then distance between L1 and L2 is given by equal to A bar minus C bar, A bar minus C bar dot B bar by modulus of B bar, dot B bar by modulus of B bar with modulus. A bar minus C bar, the projection of this AC, the projection of this AC in the perpendicular direction of B. Okay. Actually, perpendicular direction means this is cross product. This is cross product. Okay. By mod B bar, where A bar is the position vector of x1, y1, z1. The point x1, y1, z1. C bar is the point x2, y2, z2. B bar is L1i plus M1j plus N1k. Or you can take it as these two are same. Okay. You can take it as L1i plus M1j plus N1k or L2i plus M2j plus N2k. The distance between parallel lines, They are not skew lines, they are parallel lines. Once they are parallel, the distance between the parallel lines is A bar minus C bar cross B bar by modulus of B bar. Next one. Okay. These are the points which are related to lines in Cartesian form. Lines in Cartesian form. So based on these points, we have problems in exercise 11.2. Coming to the problems of exercise 11.2. Second problem. Show that the line through the points (1, -1, 2), 3, 4, -2 is perpendicular to the line perpendicular to the line through the points 0, 3, 2 and 3, 5, 6. Show that the line passing through the 2 points is perpendicular to the line through these points. So let A is 1, -1, 2, B is 3, 4, -3, and C is the point 0, 3, 2 and D is 3, 5, 6. Now diars of line AB that passes line through A comma B or suppose drs A1, B1, C1. The set A1, B1, C1 is 3 minus 1, 4 plus 1 of course, -2, -2. So this is 2, 5, -4. The drs of line through AB or A1, B1, C1. Similarly, drs of line through CD, C comma D, or let them be A2, B2, C2. They are given by differences of the coordinates 3 minus 0, 5 minus 3, 6 minus 2, 3, 2, 4. Once drs of the lines are known to us, the lines are at perpendicular. The lines are perpendicular, provided that A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2 be the drs. Then condition for perpendicularity. Condition for perpendicular of lines is A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 is 0. The condition for perpendicularity of lines AB and CD is A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 is 0. Hence, let us observe that whether this condition follows in case of these lines. Hence, here A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 equal to A1, A2 2 into 3 plus B1, B2 5 into 2 plus C1, C2 minus 4 into 4. So this is 6 plus 10 minus 16, which is clearly 0. Therefore, AB line is perpendicular to CD line. Okay. The lines AB is passing through AB is perpendicular to CD. Like that, the perpendicularity of the lines through the given points may be evaluated. Next one. Next, third problem. Show that the lines through 4, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4. The line through the points 2, 3, 4 is parallel to the line. Parallel to the line through the points -1, -2, 1 and 1, 2, 5. Here we have to show that parallelism of the lines. Let the given points be A, B, C, D. -1, -2, 1. D is 1, 2, 5. DRs of line AB or A1, let them be A1, B1, C1 equal to A1, B1, C1 is 2 minus 4, 3 minus 7, 4 minus 8, -2, -4, -4. Similarly, DRs of CD, line through AB. Similarly, the line through CD. Let them be A2, B2, C2. The set of DRs of CD is 1 minus of -1 plus 1, 2 plus 2, 5 minus 1, 2, 4, 4. These two are proportional clearly. Here, A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2, C1 by C2 equal to -1 follows. All the direction ratios of AB and CD are proportional. Hence, the line AB is parallel to CD itself. Once A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2, then the line AB is parallel to CD itself. These are all very important problems. Next one. Fourth one. Find the vector equation and then Cartesian form, its Cartesian form. Form of line through the point 1, 2, 3 and is parallel to the vector. Parallel to the vector 3i plus 2j minus 2k. This is one important problem. Vector equation and then its Cartesian form of the line through the given point and parallel to the vector 3i plus 2j minus 2k. Let A is 1, 2, 3. and OA bar, its position vector is A bar equal to I plus 2j plus 3k. Position vector of the point A is A bar is I plus 2j plus 3k. And let given vector, this is not point, vector B bar is 3i plus 2j minus 2k. Now vector equation of line through the point A whose position vector is A bar and parallel to the vector B bar. The vector equation of line through the point A bar, the position vector of the point is given as A bar and parallel to the vector B bar is formula R bar equal to, R bar is the position vector of the general point or variable point on the line, which always considered as xi plus yj plus zk. R bar equal to A bar plus some scalar into B bar. T be a scalar here, a particular scalar. So that R bar minus A bar is parallel to B bar. This is the vector form of the line through the point A and parallel to the vector B bar. That is R bar equal to the A bar is I plus 2j plus 3k plus T into B bar is 3i plus 2j minus 2k itself. Be vector equation of line, required line. That is the vector equation of required line. Now coming to Cartesian equation. Its Cartesian form. Its Cartesian form is Cartesian form of line. The Cartesian form of the line that passes through the point and parallel to this vector B bar. Given point here. Point A is 1, 2, 3. Since B bar is parallel to line, hence DRs of line are, suppose A1, B1, C1 equal to 3, 2, minus 2, ijk components of B bar. The DRs of line are A1, B1, C1, A1, B1, C1 are 3, 2, minus 2. So therefore, Cartesian equation of required line that passes through A and parallel to B bar. Cartesian equation of required line is x minus 1 by A1, y minus 2 by B1, z minus 3 by C1. That is x minus 1 by 3, y minus 2 by 2, z plus z minus 3 by minus 2. This is the Cartesian form of the line. Just taking R bar, replacing R bar as xi plus yj plus zk and comparing these two, we get this equation. Once replacing, this is xi plus yj plus zk and taking this vector to this side, x minus 1 into I equal to 3t, y minus 2 is 2t, z minus 3 is minus 2t. Based on that, you get this one. X minus 1 by 3 equal to y minus 2 by 2 equal to z minus 3 by minus 2. which gives us the Cartesian form of the same line passing through the point, given point, and parallel to that vector. That is the Cartesian form, that means three-dimensional form. This is vector form of the same line passing through that particular point and parallel to that vector. Once parallel vector to the line is given, the drs are immediately given. Drs becomes the ijk components of that parallel vector. That is the point here.